Hi everyone, today we are going to study the practice set 1.4, which is the last practice set, which is the last exercise from this lesson. The first question from the practice set 1.4, that is, if number of A is equals to 15, number of A union B is equals to 29, number of A intersection B is equal to 7, then find the number of elements in the set B. Here we have given that there are 15 elements in the set A. There are 29 elements in the union of the set A and B. There are 7 elements in the set intersection of the sets A and B. And we have to find the number of elements in the set B. How many elements are there in the set B? And as all of you know that we have an identity. Using that identity we have to find the number of elements in the set B. The identity which is related with the two given sets, that is A and B, their intersection and their union. The identity is related with the number of elements in the set A, number of elements in the set B, number of elements in their intersection and the number of elements in their union. Out of these four we know three values. Out of these four, here we have number of elements of set A, that is 15. Here we have given number of their union, that is 29. Here we have number of elements in their intersection and we have to find the number of elements in the set B. So here first we will write the information which is available with us, that is number of A is equals to 15. We have number of A union B is equals to 29. We have number of A intersection B is equals to 7. And we have to get the number of elements in the set B. So we will write the identity, and the identity is number of A union B is equals to number of A plus number of B minus number of A intersection B. Now put the values in this identity and find the number of elements in the set B. So here number of A union B, it is given 29, it is equals to number of A, it is given 15, plus number of B we have to find, so we will write number of B as it is, minus number of A intersection B is 7, since we will write 7 there. Now we have to find the value of number of B. We have to simplify this, 29 remains as it is. Now 15 minus 7, this we have to find number of B which we have to find. So we will subtract these two numbers, that is 15 minus 7, it is 8, positive 8 plus number of B as it is. Now to find the number of elements in the set B, we will transfer this 8 to the left side and we will get 29 minus 8 is equal to number of B. Now 29 minus 8, that is 21, is equal to number of B. So here we complete the answer, that is number of elements in the set B, it is 21. There are 21 elements in the set B. So this is the first question. Here we complete the first question from the practice set 1.4. Now we will take the second question. Second question from the practice set 1.4, that is, there are 125 students in a hostel. There are 125 students in a hostel, out of which 80 students drink tea, 60 students drink coffee and 20 students drink tea and coffee both. Then find the number of students who do not drink tea or coffee. In the second question, the given information is there are 125 students in a hostel, out of which 80 students drink tea, 60 students drink coffee and 20 students drink both tea and coffee. and now here we have to find the number of students which do not drink tea or coffee. एक जनरली एका हॉस्टेलमध्ये 125 विद्यार्थी आहेत अशी इन्फॉर्मेशन आपल्याकडे अवेलेबल आहे, ज्यामध्ये 80 स्टुडंट्स टी ड्रिंक करतात, चहा पितात, 60 स्टुडंट्स कॉफी पितात आणि 20 स्टुडंट्स आहेत जे चहा आणि कॉफी, टी आणि कॉफी दोन्हीही ड्रिंक घेतात. देन वी हॅव क्वेश्चन, प्रश्न असा विचारलेला आहे की किती विद्यार्थी चहा किंवा कॉफी कोणतेही पेय पित नाहीत. दॅट इज द सेकंड क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम द प्रॅक्टिस सेट 1.4. हियर the given information is there are 125 students in that hostel. Total 125 students are there in the hostel, but here we have to remember that is not A union B. There are 125 students in the hostel. It means that the number of students in the hostel is the universal set. Total number of students in that hostel, that is the universal set, that is not A union B. It is very important. जर सपोज तुम्ही 125 ला A union B असं कन्सिडर केलं तर ते आन्सर 101% आपले रॉंग असणार आहे. 125 इज द नंबर ऑफ स्टुडंट्स इन द हॉस्टेल, टोटल नंबर ऑफ स्टुडंट्स इन द हॉस्टेल, सो दॅट शुड बी युनिव्हर्सल सेट. That is not A union B, that we have to remember here carefully. Now here we have given two drinks, that is tea and coffee. So first we will assume that let A is the set of students, let A is the set of students drinking tea. Let A is the set of students drinking tea. आपण असं कन्सिडर केलं की त्या हॉस्टेलमधील टी हे ड्रिंक घेणाऱ्या स्टुडंट्सची जी स्टुडंट्सचा जो सेट आहे तो आपण एने रिप्रेझेंट केला. देअरफॉर वी हॅव नंबर ऑफ ए इज इक्वल्स टू 80. नाव लेट अस कन्सिडर दॅट बी इज द सेट ऑफ स्टुडंट्स ड्रिंकिंग कॉफी. लेट बी इज द सेट ऑफ स्टुडंट्स ड्रिंकिंग coffee. Let B is the set of students drinking coffee. Therefore number of B is equals to 60. Number of B is equals to 60. 60 students drink coffee out of 125. Now it is also given that 20 students drinking both tea and coffee. 20 students असे आहेत जे टी हे पण ड्रिंक घेतात आणि कॉफी हे सुद्धा ड्रिंक घेतात. चहा आणि कॉफी हे दोन्हीही पेय पिणाऱ्या विद्यार्थ्यांची संख्या नंबर ऑफ स्टुडंट्स 20 आहे अशी इन्फॉर्मेशन आपल्याकडे अवेलेबल आहे. मग जेव्हा काही घटक दोघांमध्ये कॉमन असतात, आता इथे जे 20 एलिमेंट्स आहेत, 20 स्टुडंट्स आहेत, ते सेट ए मध्ये पण आहेत आणि सेट बी मध्ये पण आहेत. सो दॅट शुड बी कॉल्ड ॲज ए इंटरसेक्शन बी. द नंबर ऑफ स्टुडंट्स ड्रिंकिंग टी अँड कॉफी बोथ, दॅट इज कॉल्ड ॲज ए इंटरसेक्शन बी. सो हिअर विल राईट 20 students drinking tea and coffee both. 20 students drinking tea and coffee both the drinks. So here you can represent that set by A intersection B. So number of A intersection B is equals to 20. Number of A intersection B is equals to 20, and here the question is we have to find the number of students which do not drink tea or coffee. We have to find the number of students which do not drink either tea or coffee. टी किंवा कॉफी कोणतंही ड्रिंक न घेणारे नंबर ऑफ स्टुडंट्स आपल्याला फाइंड करायचे आहे. बट अगेन इट इज नॉट ए युनियन बी. Again, we cannot represent that number. We cannot represent that number. Which number? The number of students which are not drinking tea or coffee. Symbolically, we cannot represent them. Then how to find that number of students? First, we will find A union B. First, we will find A union B. Here, A union B means the set of the students which are drinking tea, coffee, or both tea and coffee. A union B is nothing but that is the set of students which are drinking tea, which are drinking coffee, and which are drinking both tea and coffee. The number of students, that number of students is called as A union B. First, we will find that number A union B, and we will subtract that A union B from the universal set, from the number 125, to get the number of students which do not drink either tea or coffee, or which do not drink both the drinks, that is tea and coffee. So here first we will find A union B, but that is not the answer of our question. Then what is A union B? A union B is the number of students which drinking tea, coffee, and tea and coffee both. That is called as, that is said to be A union B. And then we will subtract that A union B from the universal set to get the number of students drinking which are not drinking tea or coffee. So here first we will find A union B. How to find A union B? By using the identity. That identity is number of A union B is equals to number of A plus number of B minus number of A intersection B. It is an identity. Put the values there. Number of A union B, that is we have to find. So we will write number of A union B as it is. Number of A, that is given 80, plus number of B, that is given 60, minus number of A intersection B, that is given 20. Now simplify this and get the value of A union B, that is number of A union B is equal to 80 plus 60, that is 140, and 140 minus 20, that is 120. Or simply you can take subtraction first. 60 minus 20 is 40, and then 40 plus 80 is 120. This is the number of students drinking tea, coffee, and tea and coffee both. That is the number of A union B. But actually we have to find the number of students which do not drink tea and coffee, means the number of students which do not drink any drink, कुठलंही पेय न पिणाऱ्या विद्यार्थ्यांची संख्या आपल्याला फाइंड करायची आहे. सो हियर नाउ यू कॅन राइट देयरफॉर the number of students, therefore number of students which do not drink tea or coffee. टी किंवा कॉफी कुठलंही ड्रिंक जे घेत नाही असे नंबर ऑफ स्टुडंट्स आपल्याला फाइंड करायचे आहेत. नाउ टोटल नंबर ऑफ स्टुडंट्स वी हॅव दॅट इज 125. टोटल नंबर ऑफ स्टुडंट्स दॅट वी हॅव दॅट इज 125. दॅट इज द नंबर ऑफ एलिमेंट्स इन द युनिव्हर्सल सेट. And here we have number of A union B is equal to 120. These 120 students are drinking either one of the drink. They are drinking either tea or coffee or both tea and coffee. So it includes all the students which are drinking one of the drink or both the drinks, and that is 120. Now subtract this number from the universal set. So we will get the number of students which do not drink tea or coffee, and that number is 125 minus 120, that is equals to 5. So this is our answer. The number of students which do not drink tea or coffee. We will write that answer into the words. Therefore number of students which do not drink tea or coffee is 5. The number of students which do not drink tea or coffee, that number is 5. So this is all about the second question from the practice set 1.4. Now we will take the third question from the practice set 1.4. Third question from the practice set 1.4. The question is, in a competitive exam, 50 students passed in English, 60 students passed in mathematics, 40 students passed in both these subjects, that is English and mathematics. None of them is fail in one of the subject. Find the number of students passed in either English or mathematics. Find the number of students who passed in English or in mathematics. We have to find the number of students who passed at least in one of the subject. We have to find the number of students who passed at least in the one of the subject. So here the information is given about the number of students passed in English, the number of students passed in mathematics, the number of students passed in both the subjects, and the important information is none of them is fail in both the subject. असा एकही स्टुडंट नाही आहे की तो दोन्ही विषयामध्ये फेल झालेला आहे. एका विषयात फेल असू शकतो, इंग्लिशमध्ये फेल आहे, मॅथ्समध्ये पास, मॅथ्समध्ये फेल आहे, इंग्लिशमध्ये पास, पण असा एकही स्टुडंट्स नाही आहे की तो दोन्ही सब्जेक्टमध्ये फेल आहे. हे अत्यंत इम्पॉर्टंट इन्फॉर्मेशन आहे. दिस इज व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट इन्फॉर्मेशन फॉर अस. बिकॉज ऑफ दॅट इन्फॉर्मेशन here the universal set, because of that information none of them is fail in both the subject. The universal set and the A union B or the union of the two set is the same because of that information only. So that is the very important information. Since no any students is fail in both the subject, here the universal set and the union of the given two set is the same, and here we have to find that union of the two sets. So here we will consider that let A is the set of students, let A is the set of students passed in English, let A is the set of students passed in English. So we have number of A is equal to 50. Then let B is the set of students, B is the set of students passed in mathematics. B is the set of the students passed in mathematics, and that is given 60. So number of B is equals to 60. Now it is given that 40 students passed in both the subjects, means 40 students are common between A and B. So here you can write number of A intersection B is equals to 40. 40 students pass in both the subjects, in both the subjects. So here we can write is number of A intersection B is equals to 40, that is given information, and here we have to find the number of students who passed at least in one of the subject. Here we have to find the number of students who passed at least in one of the subject, and it should be represented by A union B. So here you can write the number of students, here you can write A union B is the set of students passed at least in one of the subject, at least in one of the subject. Why A union B is the set of students passed at least one of the subject? Because no any students fail in both the subjects, that is the given information in the question. No students fail in both the subject. सपोज इंग्लिशमध्ये फेल असेल तर मॅथ्समध्ये पास, मॅथ्समध्ये फेल असेल तर इंग्लिशमध्ये पास आहे. दोन्ही सब्जेक्टमध्ये फेल झाला आहे असा एकही स्टुडंट्स नाही आहे. देअरफॉर द युनिव्हर्सल सेट अँड द ए युनियन बी बोथ आर सेम. सो हिअर वी हॅव टू फाइंड ए युनियन बी, दॅट इज यू कॅन से इट ॲज टोटल नंबर ऑफ स्टुडंट्स. That is universal set. Total number of students is nothing but that is universal set. Here universal set and union of the two set is same because no any students is failed in both the subject. दोन्ही subject मध्ये fail झालेला एकही student नाही. So here universal set and the union of the two set is same, and we have to find A union B, that is the number of students passed at least in one of the subjects. So here we will write the identity. Number of A union B is equals to number of A plus number of B minus number of A intersection B, and now put the values there. This is number of A union B we have to find, so we write it as it is. Number of A is 50 plus number of B is 60 minus number of A intersection B is 40. This 50 plus 60 is 110 minus 40, that is equal to 70, or this is 60 minus 40 is 20 and 20 plus 50 is 70. So we have number of A union B is equals to 70. This is the number of students passed at least in one of the subject. So here we will write the answer into the words. Therefore 70 students passed in at least one of the subject, at least one of the subjects. Here we complete the third question from the practice set 1.4. Now we will take the next question, that is question number 4. Question number 4 from the practice set 1.4. The question is, a survey was conducted to know the hobbies of 220 students of the 9th class. 130 students informed that their hobby is rock climbing, and 180 students informed that their hobby was sky watching. 110 students informed that they follows both the hobbies, and the question is, find the number of students. The question is, find the number of students who do not have any of the two hobbies. That is the first question. Find the number of students who do not have one of the two hobbies. The next question is, find the number of students which has the hobbies only rock climbing. And third and last question is the number of students. Find the number of students who has the hobby having only sky watching. Here we have 3 questions in all. The information is given about a survey. A survey is conducted to know the hobbies of 220 students in the 9th class. Out of 220, 130 students informed that their hobby is rock climbing. 180 students informed that their hobby was sky watching, and 110 students informed that they follows both the hobbies. And here we have three questions. The first question is, find the number of students who do not have one of the two hobbies. Find the number of students who has only rock climbing, hobbies of rock climbing only. And third question, find the number of students who has hobby of sky watching only. Here we will represent the number of students having hobby rock climbing as set A. So here we will write let A is the set. Let A is the set of students let A is the set of students having hobby rock climbing. Having hobby rock climbing. रॉक क्लाइंबिंग मीन्स आपण त्याला गिर्यारोहण किंवा पर्वतावरती चढणे, ज्याला आपण गिर्यारोहण असा शब्द त्या ठिकाणी यूज करू शकतो. सो हिअर वी हॅव नंबर ऑफ ए इज इक्वल्स टू 130. 130 students having their hobby as rock climbing. Let B is the set of students. B is the set of students having hobby sky watching. Having hobby sky watching, and it is given that 180 students have the hobby of rock climbing, since number of B is equal to 180. It is given that 110 students follow both the hobbies. 110 students follows both the hobbies. So you can write number of A intersection B is equals to 110. That is the given information. And here we have three questions. The first question is, find the number of students. Find the number of students, or how many students do not have one of the two hobbies. How many students do not have one of the two hobbies? दोन पैकी एकही छंद नाही आहे अशा विद्यार्थ्यांची संख्या आपल्याला फाइंड करायला सांगितलेली आहे. वी हॅव टू फाइंड दी नंबर ऑफ स्टुडंट्स विच डू नॉट हॅव वन ऑफ द टू हॉबीज. दोन पैकी एकही छंद ज्यांना नाही आहे अशा विद्यार्थ्यांची संख्या आपल्याला फाइंड करायची आहे. अँड वी कॅनॉट रिप्रेझेंट दॅट नंबर युझिंग द सिम्बॉल. आता काही स्टुडंट्स असं थिंकिंग करत असेल की द नंबर ऑफ स्टुडंट्स हू डू नॉट हॅव वन ऑफ द हॉबीज दॅट शुड बी नंबर ऑफ A union B, but that is not A union B. Why? Because here some students have the hobby of rock climbing, some students have the hobby of sky watching, some students have both the hobbies, and some students are there which do not have one of the two hobbies. काही स्टुडंट्स असे सुद्धा आहेत ज्यांना कोणताच छंद नाही आहे. त्यांना रॉक क्लाइम्बिंग पण आवडत नाही आणि त्यांना स्काय वॉचिंग पण आवडत नाही. दोनपैकी कोणताही छंद त्यांना नाही आहे. सो हिअर युनिव्हर्सल सेट इज डिफरंट अँड A union B is different. Here universal set is different. It is given that there are 220 students in the 9th class. Since universal set number of U is equal to 220. But here now we have to find A union B. And how to find A union B? And what is A union B? See, the first question for us is, how many students do not have one of the two hobbies? And that is not A union B. What is A union B? A union B काय आहे? A union B म्हणजे रॉक क्लाइम्बिंग पण ज्यांची हॉबी आहे, स्काय वॉचिंग पण ज्यांची हॉबी आहे, आणि रॉक क्लाइम्बिंग आणि स्काय वॉचिंग दोन्ही पण ज्यांची हॉबी आहे, असे नंबर ऑफ स्टुडंट्स, दॅट इज कॉल्ड ॲज ए युनियन बी. म्हणजे कोणता ना कोणता छंद त्यांना आहे. एक असेल रॉक क्लाइम्बिंग, किंवा एक असेल स्काय वॉचिंग, किंवा दोन्ही असतील रॉक क्लाइम्बिंग आणि स्काय वॉचिंग, दॅट इज ए युनियन बी. But here we have to find the number of students who do not have one of the two hobbies, and that should not be represented using the symbol, either the symbol of intersection or union. Here first of all we have to find A union B. If we do not find A union B, then we are unable to find the number of students who do not have one of the two hobbies. So we have to find A union B. But A union B is not the number of students who do not have one of the two hobbies. Then what is this? It is the set of students having hobby rock climbing, having hobby sky watching, or having both the hobbies rock climbing and sky watching. And we have to find the number of students who do not have one of the two hobbies. So how to find? We will subtract this A union B from the universal set. We already solved one question, second question from this practice set 1.4, and here we have to get the same value, who do not have one of the two hobbies. So we will first find A union B, then we will subtract this A union B from the universal set, and we will get the number of students who do not have one of the two hobbies. So we will write the identity first. Number of A union B is equals to number of A plus number of B minus number of A intersection B. Now put the values here. We have to find number of A union B. So this will remain as it is. Number of A is 130 plus number of B is 180 minus number of A intersection B is 110. This 180 minus 110, that is 70. 180 minus 110, that is 70. And 70 plus 130, it is equals to 200. So we have number of A union B is equals to 200. What is this A union B? I already told you. This is the set of students having one of the two hobbies. कोणता ना कोणता छंद ज्यांना आहे अशा विद्यार्थ्यांची संख्या म्हणजे A union B आहे, and that is 200. How many total students are there in the class 9? It is given that there are 220 students in a class 9. 9th स्टँडर्ड मध्ये 220 विद्यार्थी आहेत. आता त्या 220 पैकी 200 स्टुडंट्सला कुठला ना कुठला छंद आहेच. मग तो रॉक क्लाइम्बिंग असेल, स्काय वॉचिंग असेल, किंवा दोन्हीही रॉक क्लाइम्बिंग आणि स्काय वॉचिंग असेल. म्हणजे रिमेनिंग 20 स्टुडंट्स जे आहेत आउट ऑफ 220, 200 स्टुडंट्स असे आहेत की त्यांना कोणता ना कोणता छंद आहेच. देन हाऊ मेनी स्टुडंट्स आर देअर हू डू नॉट हॅव वन ऑफ द टू हॉबीज? दॅट इज 20 ओनली. Universal set is having 220 students, and here A union B is having 200 students. So 220 minus 200, that is 20. So 20 students do not have one of the two hobbies. So here we will write number of students who do not have one of the two hobbies. One of the two hobbies, that is equals to 220 minus 200, it is equals to 20. There are 220 students in the class 9, so universal set having 220 elements, and A union B has 200 elements, and their difference is 20, means these 20 students do not have one of the two hobbies. दोन पैकी कोणताही छंद ज्यांना नाहीये अशा स्टुडंट्सची जी संख्या आहे ती 20 इतकी आहे, 20 इतकी आहे. Now second question, we have to find the number of students having the hobby rock climbing only. Here we have A is the set of students having rock climbing, hobby rock climbing, and in the question we have asked that find the number of students having हॉबी ओनली रॉक क्लाइम्बिंग, फक्त आणि फक्त रॉक क्लाइम्बिंगच ज्यांना आवडतं किंवा ज्यांचा छंद हा रॉक क्लाइम्बिंग हा आहे असे नंबर ऑफ स्टुडंट्स, फक्त रॉक क्लाइम्बिंग, स्काय वॉचिंगवाला नाही किंवा दोन्ही छंद असणारा पण नाही, ओनली रॉक क्लाइम्बिंग. सो हाऊ टू फाइंड दॅट नंबर ऑफ स्टुडंट्स. आता इन जनरल हे जनरल स्टुडंट्स आहेत, मग याच्यात काही कॉमन पण आहेत. हे जे 110 आहेत, 110 स्टुडंट्स फॉलोज बोथ दी हॉबीज, म्हणजे हे 110 याच्यात पण आहेत आणि याच्यात पण आहे. 110 कॉमन नंबर ऑफ स्टुडंट्स आहेत ज्यांना दोन्ही पण छंद आहेत. मग हे 110 याच्यातून कमी करून टाका. रॉक क्लाइम्बिंग करणारे किंवा रॉक क्लाइम्बिंग ही हॉबी असणारे नंबर ऑफ स्टुडंट्स 130 आहेत. त्यामधून हे 110 जे की कॉमन आहेत, रॉक क्लाइम्बिंग आणि स्काय वॉचिंग दोन्ही हॉबी असणारे, ते याच्यातून लेस करा, सबट्रॅक्ट करा. Then you will get the number of students having hobby rock climbing only. आता रॉक क्लाइम्बिंग करणारे 130 आहेत, त्याच्यातून हे कॉमन नंबर ऑफ स्टुडंट्स कमी करून टाका, राहतात फक्त 20, आणि हे 20 स्टुडंट्स असे आहेत ज्यांना ओनली रॉक क्लाइम्बिंग हीच हॉबी त्यांच्याकडं अवेलेबल आहे. सो हिअर वी विल राईट number of students who has hobby, number of students who has hobby rock climbing only, rock climbing only, that is equals to 130 minus 110, that is equals to 20 again. The number of students who has hobby rock climbing only, फक्त रॉक क्लाइम्बिंगच करतात असे नंबर ऑफ स्टुडंट्स किती आहेत? 20. देन वी हॅव थर्ड क्वेश्चन, फाइंड द नंबर ऑफ स्टुडंट्स who has hobby sky watching only. So here we'll write number of students who has hobby sky watching only, who has hobby sky watching only. Now 180 students have hobby sky watching, but we have to find only the number of students having only the hobby, that is sky watching. So this 180 minus common number of students having both the hobbies, that is 110. 180 minus 110 is 70. 180 minus 110, it is equals to 70. 70 students are there who has hobby sky watching only. So here we get the answer of all the three questions. The question is very important. The question is very important. So you have to read or you have to remember the solution carefully. Now after this we have to take the next question, that is question number 5 from the practice set 1.4, which is the last question from this practice set 1.4. Question number 5, observe the given Venn diagram and write the following sets. Observe the given Venn diagram and write the given set. We have given a Venn diagram here and we have to write all these 7 sets by observing this diagram, by the observation only. The first set which we have to write, that is set A. Here we have to write the set A. For the set A we have a circle. See, this is the name of the set, that is A, and we have to write all the elements in the set A. So within these circle which is representing set A, we have 5 elements in all, that is X, Y, Z, M and N. All these 5 elements are there inside the set A. So here you have to write x comma y comma z comma m comma n, that is the set A. Then we have to write set B. We have to write set B. Here we have to write set B. So we will write B is equals to into the curly bracket. Now write all the elements which is representing set B, that is this second circle. In this set B we have P, Q, R, M and N, again 5 elements, but different elements are there, P, Q, R, M and N. This is the set B. Write all the elements inside the circle B, inside the set B. Then we have A union B. Now you have to write all the elements between A and B. All the elements between A and B means all these elements, these three and these two. We have to write A union B, and observing this diagram only. Some students will use these two set A and B and they will write the union of A and B. But do not use these set to write union. Observe the diagram and write the given set. So here A union B means x, y, z, p, q, r and m, n. These are the 8 elements in A union B. This p, q, r, x, y, z, p, q, r and m, n. So here you will write A union B is equals to into the curly bracket x, y, z, x, y, z, p, q, r, P, Q, R and M, N. This is M, N. This is A union B. All the elements in both the circle. So we write here all the elements in both the circle, that is A union B. Then we have to write universal set. See, this is the universal set. Generally in Venn diagram the universal set is represented by using rectangle. So you have to write all the elements inside the rectangle, that is x, y, z, m, n, p, q, r and s, t. X, y, z, p, q, r, m, n and s, t. We have to write all the elements inside the rectangle. So here you will write u is equal to, that is universal set, u is equals to into the curly brackets x, y, z, x, y, z, then m, n, then p, q, r and then s and t. So these are all the elements of the universal set. Do not write this A and B because these are the name of the set. They are not the element of the set. A is the name of the set, B is the name of the set, U is the universal set. Now we have to write complement of A. We have to write complement of A means the elements which are present in the universal set but not in A, that is U minus A. A dash is nothing but that is U minus A. B dash is nothing but it is U minus B. Here U minus A, here U minus B. युनिव्हर्सल सेटमधून ए मध्ये असणारे एलिमेंट्स कमी करायचे आणि रिमेनिंग एलिमेंट्स लिहायचे. दिस इज युनिव्हर्सल सेट. याच्यामधून ए मध्ये असणारे एलिमेंट्स रिमूव्ह करायचे आणि रिमेनिंग सर्व एलिमेंट्स ए डॅशमध्ये लिहायचे. ए डॅश इज नथिंग बट दॅट इज यू मायनस ए. युनिव्हर्सल सेटमधून ज्याचा कॉम्प्लिमेंट आपल्याला लिहायचा आहे त्याचे सर्व एलिमेंट काढून टाकायचे. युनिव्हर्सल सेटमधून ए मधील एलिमेंट काढून टाका. रिमेनिंग सर्व एलिमेंट म्हणजे कॉम्प्लिमेंटचे एलिमेंट असतात. सो हियर ए डॅश इज इक्वल्स टू दिस इज युनिव्हर्सल सेट. रिमूव्ह ऑल द एलिमेंट्स फ्रॉम द सेट ए. हे 5 एलिमेंट्स एक्स वाय झेड अँड एम एन हे रिमूव्ह करून टाका. ए मधील सर्व एलिमेंट्स यू मधून रिमूव्ह करा. रिमेनिंग एलिमेंट्स लिहून टाका. दॅट इज पी क्यू आर एस अँड टी. पी कोमा क्यू comma r comma s comma t, that is a dash, complement of a. Now we have to write b dash, that is complement of b. We have to write b dash, that is complement of b. So you can write b dash is equals to into the curly bracket. Subtract all the elements or remove all the elements of the set b from the universal set, that is u minus b. युनिव्हर्सल सेटमधून बीमध्ये असणारे सर्व एलिमेंट्स काढून टाका. म्हणजे रिमेनिंग जे एलिमेंट्स असतील ते कोणाचे असतील, कॉम्प्लिमेंट ऑफ बी. सो कॉम्प्लिमेंट ऑफ बी इज इक्वल टू बी मधील हे 5 एलिमेंट्स काढून टाका, पी क्यू आर आणि एम एन. रिमेनिंग लिहून टाका, दॅट इज एक्स वाय झेड अँड एस टी. एक्स कोमा वाय कोमा झेड कोमा एस कोमा टी, दॅट इज कॉम्प्लिमेंट ऑफ बी. अँड द लास्ट सेट वी हॅव टू राईट, दॅट इज कॉम्प्लिमेंट ऑफ ए युनियन बी. म्हणजे आता काय करा, ए युनियन बी मध्ये जेवढे एलिमेंट आहेत तेवढे सगळे युनिव्हर्सल सेटमधून काढून टाका. कॉम्प्लिमेंट लिहायचा कोणाचा, ए युनियन बीचा. मग ए युनियन बी मध्ये असणारे सर्व एलिमेंट्स रिमूव्ह करून टाका युनिव्हर्सल सेटमधून. दिस इज युनिव्हर्सल सेट. याच्यामधून हे ए आणि बी मध्ये असणारे सर्व एलिमेंट्स रिमूव्ह करून टाका. ए आणि बी मध्ये असणारे सर्व एलिमेंट्स रिमूव्ह करायचे आणि रिमेनिंग काय राहिलं आता फक्त एस अँड टी. सो हिअर यू कॅन राईट कॉम्प्लिमेंट ऑफ ए युनियन बी. Complement of A union B is equal to into the curly bracket S comma T, that is the complement of A union B. Remove all the elements of A union B from the universal set and the remaining elements are only S and T, which is the complement of A union B. So this is all about the question number 5 and the practice set 1.4. Here we complete the practice set 1.4. Remaining part, that is problem set 1 from the lesson set, we will take into the next video lecture. Thank you.